You gotta start it.
Welcome back, media junkies.
Sorry for that jump scare.
Are you seeing this? You might not be.
You
Are
might.
you guys seeing this or not?
This episode could never come out.
Hi,
we
us
don't
3
know.
years in the future.
We don't know when this episode's dropping. Actually, this is one of our many backup episodes because at the time of this, Luke has a play coming up.
Yeah, musical.
Or musical.
Is that
My apologies.
Is a musical not a play?
Listen, I've never sang in front of people like this before, so I'm a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
You gotta
musical,
respect it.
musical is just a play where you sing.
But yeah. So lots of rehearsals for him coming up. So
Yeah.
we've got to prepare our doomsday in case we don't
Austin
have time to
Hunter on my
record.
Oompa Loompas.
Yeah.
Doomsday.
Who knows? We might not have to record at all in March.
Not
just all
get
backup
to.
episodes.
Why did you say have to?
Yeah. Might not have to. The unbearable recording
Yeah,
that we do.
I hate this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Well, they might never see this, so I can
We
say
will.
that.
No, we will. We will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Very good.
Wise words.
Jinx, give me a Coke.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Next one later.
obviously we don't really have any small talk. This episode is this topic's a little hard to explain. So I'm going to explain it by giving an example.
Okay. Train.
So
What?
so
We will. We will. The
that really threw me off course.
31st of March, we will record.
Well, yeah, but that's after the play's over. Musical.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got you.
That's what I'm saying. It will still be in March, though. It's gonna be the 31st
True.
of March.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
smart.
Okay.
Look at
okay.
you, like,
So
me.
for this episode,
No.
the other day I was at work and obviously
you?
I pretty much I was. Is everything okay?
It's funny to me. The other day I was at work.
Yeah. The other day I was at work and I very often at work actually I hating my job I
that sucks.
tend to daydream about just random stuff to kind of take my mind off of it. Yeah.
The ripple effect.
Yes, yeah. And the other day I had this idea, this thought popped into my head and it just kind of started developing. So I want you to picture essentially Jacksepticeye's Thankmas
What?
event.
Okay.
A big
When Aaron
event
Hansen kissed him, I remember.
where you can either tune in on a live stream or go in person, get a ticket,
Damn.
whatever. And it's a big charity raising
Yeah,
event.
it's pretty cool.
But I thought of something that'd be cool, and obviously this is way down the line. Once I'm established in my career, satisfied where I'm at,
Yeah.
to be doing side quests, I guess.
Yeah.
But this would be a big event where it's focused on a different charity each year, and you're raising charity. But the twist is that once there are
It's
different
all going to me.
milestones, there are different milestones of amount of money raised.
Right.
And once you reach a milestone, we unveil a movie trailer that nobody's seen yet, or a
Ooh.
teaser trailer for
That's
something
clever.
that
That's
nobody
cool.
has seen yet. And in between each milestone, you could do celebrity interviews of either the actors or the directors involved with what we just showed, or just random
That is a pretty
celebrities,
clever idea. I like that
guests
idea,
that
yeah.
want to come on, and there would be a different guest host every year,
could do it one
someone
year.
big. Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Me too.
If you're famous,
For being Willy Wonka.
If he's famous,
yeah,
dang, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the focus would obviously be it's a
podcast.
big Hollywood kind of thing,
Uh-huh.
but I don't. The thing why I think this would be so necessary is Hollywood obviously has a lot of bad, a lot of bad people and a lot of just a
Really?
bad
Negativity.
picture.
Yeah.
People
Really?
don't view Hollywood very good, and I think even if
They need
the
glasses.
people coming here are just doing it for publicity, I still think it would be a good thing because everyone's contributing to something.
Yeah.
It's creating a
True.
good picture.
Yeah.
And I just think it'd be
It
nice
needs to be a genuine, genuine thing.
I just think it'd be very nice to kind of get the whole community together, and I feel there's never really been. Obviously, there's been E3 and all these
But
games.
never something that raise money.
Yeah,
Just never
and
invited
also
in.
never anything really for trailers for shows
Yeah,
and
yeah.
movies.
But there would have to be an incentive to, because if you don't reach all the goals, then those movies just never get made. You know what I mean?
Well, not that they wouldn't get made, but I guess the trailer just wouldn't be shown there.
But then I wonder if people wouldn't want to raise money.
Why?
Because it's I don't, what I see it now, we just have to wait a week. You know what I mean?
Right.
I could either pay to see it now or wait a week.
Yeah, that's why.
Because some people are greedy. You don't care about charity.
Yeah, that's why Sophie had an idea where she basically said like maybe it wouldn't be like a trailer, like a full-fledged trailer, but just like a teaser that they otherwise wouldn't need to release.
That makes sense.
That would kind of fix it, I think. And otherwise, it also garners more intrigue that way because you might not even know what the project is.
That's clever. Well, would this be more of like you already said Hollywood, but like more like big thing or more like indie studios or like kind of smaller operations?
Well, obviously it would be like a big event. Like I would want like a lot of big faces and a big audience to like raise a lot of money. But I would also obviously be open to like any project.
Because I feel like if I ever did something like that, I would definitely want to. Because I've always been more like go for root for the little guy, like indie project and stuff.
Like I would obviously want a lot of big projects to get like the mass audience invested, but then obviously you need indie stuff and all kinds of basically just whatever you can get really. Especially at first, it might be hard to kind of like found.
What would you call this?
I don't know. That's the thing. I haven't come up with a name yet. I want to. It's like trailers for tots. I don't know.
What?
But no, I don't know.
Money from movies.
Yeah. I don't know. Something. I mean,
that's today's topic.
What does E3 stand for? Like
it's
what
entertainment?
Doesn't matter anymore. What?
Entertainment 3? Is
Oh,
that what it is?
I was like, whoa, he knows.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be right actually.
But how this idea even relates to the topic is
it doesn't.
Not really. But I kind of want us to talk about and maybe brainstorm like what are some big, if you had all the money in the world, you're at a good place in your career, everything's gone the way you want it to, what's something like this that you would want to do, a big kind of cool thing?
It has to be like a one-time thing, or can it be like
no, it can be just something you want to do.
Something I've always had the idea for is if I ever do get famous, I really want to start a podcast, but where every day or every week, not every day.
Every day.
Yeah, that'd be
imagine doing this every single day.
No, every week. I have like an hour-long just talk session, and it's just like one of my friends from high school.
Right.
So it's like I'm big and famous, and I'm like, I don't want to be big and famous, but if I do end up having like my name known, I want to, have my friends there with me. I don't, because I think a lot of people when they go to Hollywood, they're like, oh, I don't want to, talk to those people anymore. They're beneath me. But I want to make sure that because I love these people so much. So I would definitely, I want to do something like that. This is a dream I've thought of a lot. But like an episode where just talk about life with like someone from my childhood or high school or whatever. We just talk about life and our experiences and how we view things. I think it's a pretty lucid thing.
That would be very cool. Yeah.
That's something I've always wanted to do. But I feel like a lot of things would have to happen for something like that to get there, because it for just like a random person to come on my podcast is a lot of work. You gotta get permission from people and like edit things out and play to their preferences. So.
Right. Yeah.
Because on here we can just say whatever we want.
Yeah.
Well, not anything.
Yeah.
So E3 stands for either Electronic Entertainment Expo, Economy, Energy, and Environment, or Electromagnetic Environmental Effects.
It's probably the first one.
Yeah.
Well, those are the three things. They're different versions of it.
I think the AI thinks that you're talking about just in general what do 3 E's stand for.
No,
not just like I think the first one is Electronic Entertainment Expo, but
yeah, that's what we're talking about.
But there are other things in the world that stand for EEE.
I miss E3. It was such a cool
That
event.
was a dream of mine to go someday.
It was mine too. Same with VidCon.
Could you imagine the media junkies going to E3?
I know.
Stupid.
What's the alternative?
I don't know.
I think there's a YouTube one.
VidCon, they don't do that anymore.
Oh yeah, they don't do. They don't do VidCon anymore.
VidCon shut down too. They don't do that anymore.
Well, I guess we gotta start.
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
I guess we gotta start streaming.
Darn Backstreet Boys.
We gotta start streaming on Twitch now. TwitchCon
or Kick.
No,
TwitchCon's a thing.
TwitchCon is still a thing,
but
I don't want.
About that.
I don't want to go to.
Problem.
I don't want to go to TwitchCon because there's gonna be a lot of smelly people there.
Yeah, but TwitchCon also has like other stuff too, right? Doesn't it? Like,
yeah.
I thought they had like games or showcase. I don't know.
I
just wish E3 is still a thing. Dude, why aren't we doing that anymore?
You know what? I'm sure there's gonna be like they're gonna bring it back, and it's gonna be. Like,
I really hope so, because it was a big, wide range.
And the only reason it shut down was because of I don't know this for a fact, but I'm pretty sure the big part of why it shut down was because of the Backstreet Boys. But I don't think that there's like there's no hope in the future for ever coming back.
I can't get over this.
Well,
everything being blamed on the Backstreet Boys.
It's also because YouTube. I'm just going accustomed to it because YouTube wanted us to censor whenever it was happening.
Mm-hmm.
So like, we weren't around when it was happening, but like I would do that in my own life.
I just think it's so funny that
yes,
the
but anyway,
Backstreet Boys.
I feel like E3 could definitely come back.
Maybe that's one of our big things, our big ideas we need to do.
Would
bring
E3
back.
Oh yeah. All right, Nintendo. Yeah,
bring it
come
back.
show us your games.
Yeah, don't give us free games, please. Oh, what?
Well, see, the problem would be, if we did E3 where all the platforms would showcase their games, PlayStation would just never have anything, because they never release any games.
Yeah.
So many years in the future, it's still going to be the same way.
Maybe that's why. Maybe it's because there are less games
just
coming
PlayStation
out.
just saw it.
Yeah, maybe it's because there are less games.
Yeah.
They just bought FromSoft.
Astrobot. What?
Yeah.
Recently, they bought FromSoft.
Yeah, which isn't good.
No.
It's not good.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared for.
Yeah.
And once I heard about them buying FromSoft, I'm like, please. I was so scared.
Oh, what, didn't Charlie make a video on that?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Mom, this is really bad."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good impression.
I was so terrified because I'm scared what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna make it like family friendly.
As long as they keep Miyazaki.
Yuizaki.
Miyazaki. The guy
What about
who
you, Hunter? What's like a big, just idea, something crazy you want to do?
exist.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It could even be more of like a bucket list thing. Like, what do you just want to do if you could? Anything.
Japan would be cool, but
Japan.
Yeah.
2025 Japan trip.
Would you ever want to like make a piece of media
I mean, maybe at some point, yeah. But
That's a good idea to talk
like a
about.
D&D campaign?
But like I kind of want to like just like kind of do like like how mangakas do it.
Yeah, so I was
they like
thinking-
keep themselves hidden. Probably what I do. I don't like.
Oh yeah, like a.
I mean, yeah, I
anonymous-
have the podcast and like we have the newspaper, which is like. But
Yeah,
that's
so
like
you
that's-
kind of just ruined
that's-
that for yourself.
That's more of like small town stuff. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if I just like exist more, unless people find out about Media Junkies. But again, if my voice changes by the time where I'm making video games, what are they gonna do? Like, oh, it's this guy. How do you know it's me?
Yeah, I kind of hope. I used to really want my voice to change, but ever since I started this podcast, I don't want it to anymore because I don't want to like look back on it and be like, I can't listen to the podcast because it's too.
I don't care about being famous.
I don't know if your voice is ever gonna change.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
It's been pretty like.
It's consistent.
Yes, it hasn't really changed much.
I don't care for being famous, but I want to be famous in like the right of like I want to make something famous, but I don't want to be. I don't want to be
share
known,
your passion with the world, but not
But I don't want to be like, oh, it's this guy.
Yeah, I think I'm the same way. I don't want.
That's very humble.
I don't want people to be like.
So you brought up like a manga. What about you, Luke? If you could create
not manga, but
right?
Like how.
Right.
Well, I mean the Luke
how
Gordon,
they hide themselves.
The Luke Gordon podcast is definitely the big one I always think of first. But if I could do anything else, if I had all the money in the world and I had all the resources to, I definitely want to make a game.
Yeah.
And I want it to be something that comes from my heart because I've had a lot of ideas over the years and none of them have ever really gone to fruition. But if I was well regarded enough in the world to do something a little bit more experimental, I would love to do something like a kind of game that no one's ever really made before, like something kind of different and interesting.
Yeah.
Because especially I love video games. Sometimes I feel like I'm playing the same game all the time. I want to do something that's a little bit different. We'll see.
Interesting. I've always an episode idea I've had for a while is to like try and like brainstorm and like come up with a game, on an episode. That might be.
That would be super fun. That'd be super fun.
Yeah,
that'd be fun for all of us to do.
That'd be a cool
maybe that should
episode
be next
to do.
episode.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, not just like for an episode, but like really just make an
In
actual
general. We
game.
talked about that before, but
I feel like we could do it if
I
we-
met when I was at Kent yesterday or 3 days ago. Excuse me. I met someone who was minoring in video game stuff, and they were super passionate about it, and that made me kind of want to look into it.
That's what you got to do because I'm not good with like computer science.
Yeah.
Not good with that stuff. I can't draw. I can't
Me neither.
animate.
Yeah, that was
All
mine.
I really am good with is like writing and like stories. So
I'm
like
the same way, and I wish, dude, if I could animate the things I would make. Like I have probably thousands of ideas in my head.
Yeah, it's just
I feel like this is barrier around like
you gotta find those connections with people that like know what they're doing. They're
and
passionate.
know how to teach you in a respectful way that makes you feel important.
Right. Yes.
I agree. It's a nice thing.
Yeah. What else? Maybe we can focus this more. Go towards what are some episodes that
On this
episode
Of the
ideas?
Gordon podcast. Or just of...
Or of this
Oh,
podcast.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking directly to me because you were looking at me.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Well, like
Look at his
big
ego.
episodes I want to do. I would like again if I was big enough, I'd want to have like Markiplier, like our inspirations on here. You know,
Yeah, like have them as guests. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
to be like, hey, guess what?
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But sadly, that's not gonna
Markiplication.
happen.
He died.
Markiplier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show
No,
you.
Markiplier died.
Markiplication. Dude.
Something I really want to do.
No.
Hold on, I gotta
is-
show, before you continue, I gotta show you this. It's about Markiplier died.
Oh, Markiplier.
No.
died.
Yeah, hold on. It's really sad.
Guys, we're not doing this podcast anymore. Markiplier died.
Mm.
That's not gonna sound horrible in the mics.
Yeah.
I know, it just.
Oh man.
That's
My
not
brother and I
gonna-
were binge watching, like, we probably watched for hours the fiber optic cable cord. where it's
Oh,
like,
I love that.
It's so good. It's like Portuguese.
Yeah.
Portuguese.
It's
so funny.
Hello,
good.
Mr. Cute. You're so
Hello,
Portuguese.
everybody.
It's always the picture of him where his face looks super
Yes.
long.
And his voice being
Wait,
pitched is so
wait.
funny for
I
some
know.
reason.
Isn't that what Moist Critical drew?
I don't think he actually drew that. I think
No,
someone edited that.
Someone edited that in.
Someone edited it over top, and it got very popular. and I was
okay.
devastated.
I
when
thought
I saw
know.
it.
I thought he drew that because he said something about how he drew
It was his
Markiplier.
dad originally.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
So then
I
he-
was devastated when it. That was like
I
one
know.
of the. You know that song where it's like do 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 yeah yeah
Yeah.
yeah. That's the song I imagine playing in my head whenever
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're like the same age.
Evil
so, like,
Morty.
Mm.
They're like the same age, so that wouldn't really make any sense for him to be drawing Markiplier when
Yeah.
he's like a kid.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I just thought about that. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
anything else you wanted to say?
Nope.
I'm trying to think of more.
There's got to be more.
The Luke Gordon podcast is a dream of mine. Like I've been wanting to talk about this for. I've talked about it. With
Is
a
that
lot
what
of
it'd
my
be called?
friends.
Luke Gordon podcast?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's just
That's
something.
Lucology podcast.
Yeah, just something to you know, to speak my thoughts and to experience life with people that I love.
I will-
My voice cried. It sounded
Yeah.
like I was crying, but I wasn't.
I will say, I do like the Lucology episodes.
I do.
We gotta do another one sometime.
I know. I used to journal every day about my thoughts and stuff, and I love doing that because I was like, I can organize this stuff. But ever since I became Willy Wonka, I've been having a hard time focusing on myself because I've been, you know, because a lot focus. I feel like all the preparation I've done focusing on myself and becoming the person I want to be was so I could eventually do something like what I'm doing with Willy Wonka. So
Right.
I need to. After it's over, probably I want to get back into Lucology. I want to get back into writing. I want to finish my book this summer. And I want to make that my thing.
Very cool.
You know?
Very cool.
Yeah, so that's my goal. Look out for that. Oh, dang it! They might. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Markiplier. You know, it'll suck if this episode never gets out because that was some pretty. It's gonna be, you know, I'm predicting it now. I know it's funny, Hunter.
The eyes.
I know. Yeah, it's funny. Anyway, I'm just predicting it now. Us being like, can we record today? I don't know, dude. I don't have enough time. We'll see. I don't know if I can make it work.
Oh
Wait.
yeah. I have the backup
Yeah.
vlogs.
Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun.
finally. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
That's scary.
Hello, everybody. My
Yeah.
name is Markiplier.
Um,
Who's calling? I can't say that one.
Well, this has been a very short-winded episode.
That's okay because
It's amazing.
I'm gonna peace out early because I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay. All right. Well, we can do that right now. Are we ready to
Go
close
to
this
the
off?
bathroom. Oh.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for listening to this very short episode. Sorry, it was very short, but
It was very insightful.
yeah, it's very good. All right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
What did you just
No.
do?
I pressed the
I'm
drum
not
roll.
ready.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you
On
look at
the
the one.
count of three.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Peace out, media
junkies.